Hello Virgo, welcome in. This is a general reading for Virgo. Because it's general, not everything may resonate, but just take what does and leave the rest behind. This reading is also timeless, which means there is no date associated with it. I trust that if you've come across this, then that's when it's meant for you. So I'm beginning the readings this series by using oracle cards, which I have 3 new decks, and I have pulled a card from each deck. And because I'm not familiar with them, I've read them and meditated on them a lot to really get a sense of where this reading, what this reading holds for whoever is going to come across it. So the first oracle and then we're going to move into the tarot. So the first oracle card is from the Kuan Yin Oracle deck, and it's called Gates of Heaven. I'll show that to you there. There we go. So it actually looks a little bit foreboding in a way, and it's talking about attachments and low vibrational energies that get mixed up inside our energy field and need to be that needs to be adjusted. You need to get into a place where you clear those off. So whatever practice that you have to do such a thing, sometimes it can be as simple as just burning a stick of incense or sage or something, getting away from, I think all of us kind of know what agitates us and gets inside of us, where we leave a situation, a person, and we don't feel ourselves anymore. So whatever situations meet that criteria for you, you kind of pull back out of those if possible. It may be family members. It's not so easy all the time. I understand that. And you can get off by yourself, and you can do rituals like cord cutting or whatever. But again, it can be just as simple as, taking some sage and washing it over you. For some people who aren't into that, that kind of arena of sage or crystals or things like that, it can be just some kind of simple meditation, listening to something that's really soothing. Sometimes classical music works, just something to kind of break the momentum of these energetic attachments and things that are in your system, in your energy field, because we all have energy field that emanates out, and we mix it up with everyone we're with through the course of our days and weeks. So it's important to clear that out, especially if you're feeling if you're in a difficult time or you just can't kind of get your grounding. And then the other piece of this is about once you've done the clearing and you feel more yourself, then you should recognize, all of us should recognize that our energy fields, it goes out, and sometimes not all of it is returned to us. And it's important to just recognize that you're not feeling whole, and that you've extended yourself into other relationships, generally is what this is. And that pieces of you are kind of stuck up there and attached to other people as well. So to be fully empowered, we need to pull back our reserves back to ourselves, to empower ourselves. So that's the message of the Gates of Heaven. In the Starseed Oracle, I pulled Earth School, which is life lessons, soul growth, study, and higher learning. I'll show you that. And this is about, again, at a time of difficulty in particular, if you've pulled this card, it's encouraging you to recognize the need for kind of to branch off in a new avenue. You may be spinning your wheels too much, and we're here on Earth. Our souls have come to absolutely learn and grow, to evolve the human species. So it's important in this moment, especially in a time of difficulty, to consider taking a class, a course of study. It doesn't have to be academia. It can be in the spiritual realm, which is usually the best if you're moving through difficulties, because it gets you reacquainted with your own spiritual self. But take a class or some kind of course of study. It doesn't have to be long, but just enough to shift this, and it really will support you, internally support you as you move through these difficult times. So that is the message of Earth School. And then the Animal Spirit deck, I pulled Lamb for you. Lamb. And lamb is it talks about patience and peace, and it's prophetic. And by prophetic, I mean to say that it speaks to that there's a message coming to you, and it's usually found in like the presence of an old friend that you haven't seen or talked to for a long time. And if you're in the space, a little quieter space, a more open space where you're sitting still and you're listening and you're receiving, then that message can come forth. So it can also come from a stranger as well, but it's just a state to get into. The lamb state is getting into it. It's patience, peace, and then prophetic, recognizing that in that space there can be really profound messages that come forth. So let's get into your tarot reading and see how well connected these oracle cards are. So clarifying the, or sorry, not clarifying, just doing a last shuffle. I've already shuffled and meditated on these cards. So let's just move into it. We have the Six of Cups coming up here, Virgo. There's that old friend right there. So there's someone from your past. Is this what the Six of Cups is about? Someone who helps you to feel like you're fond of them, or you really care about them, and they you. And they just make you feel at home, kind of comfortable. The Ace of Pentacles, that's a brand new beginning, very solid one. It can be a career-related card as well, where you something to do with a brand new start. You can have a new position at work, be elevated. Wow. And then there's the Ten of Cups and the Emperor as well. And then here's another ace, the Ace of Pentacles, and then the World. Geez, I could just keep going. These are things that aren't necessarily recognized in your outer world. But the Ten of Cups, that's beautiful. That is like total wish fulfillment. There's also the Emperor, which talks about control and a really solid foundation. And you have, within your, the underbelly of this are two aces, two bold new beginnings. One's passionate, one's financial. And then we have another major arcana. You have the Emperor and the World card. The World card is about closure. So let's get into your reading. Okay, we have the Knight of Swords coming up in your recent past, and the Knight of Cups, two knights, and the Six of Swords. I'm going to keep going and then we'll go into it. The Ace of Swords. Wow, the Seven of Swords right in the heart of your reading. The King of Wands. The Four of Wands. Wow, here's the Eight of Pentacles in reverse. And then the Nine of Cups as your final outcome. That's pretty beautiful to see. So I see here someone taking impulsive action in the past, kind of rushing in, really good intentions, but rushing in. And sometimes there's anger associated with that. So there's some kind of conflict from your past. There's an offer of love, and I'm not sure that you're moving away from the conflict or away from the offer of love. There may be some self-deception in the mix here. Or if there is someone who's being deceptive with you, as the cards indicated, the oracle cards indicated, the gates of heaven suggest the attachments and lower vibrational people maybe around you, someone who's trying to kind of deceive you. Yeah, there may be a need to just shake off that energy if there is someone trying to deceive you at this time. It's right in the heart of your reading. It's really getting my attention. We have the Eight of Cups underneath as well, which is speaking to a lack of creativity. It could be that you've left a job, that you have quit a job, maybe let go, but I can't imagine in this climate that that's the case. But yeah, that you're not really tending to the creative side of your life, and that the course of study may be exactly what would be good for you. So let's start off here. I think with wish fulfillment, I think you're just looking for union here, as we all tend to want to do. Let's clarify that Knight of Swords first. Clarifying the Knight of Swords for Virgo. Knight of Swords. Knight of Swords. Wow, you have the Ace of Pentacles again. The Ace of Pentacles, the Four of Cups, and then the Hermit card, your card, Virgo. So that's clarifying the Knight of Swords. And the Knight of Swords is that impulsive act that can be anger as well. So we have here some moment where somebody has rushed in and created something that is, as you look back at it, you may be feeling not so great about that. If someone came toward you like that, then that's the person to detach from. That's the person to, and I don't mean detach permanently. I mean to say do that clearing with, to get their energy off of you. If they're low vibration and you love them because they're your brother or your sister or your mate or someone you're close to, a close friend, then it's important to not throw the relationship away per se, but just get their energy off of you. You have a brand new beginning here with the Ace of Pentacles coming up twice here. You have a brand new beginning with this aspect to the reading. And I'm not sure whether this has come before or after you have had this introspection. I would imagine that it's after you've had the introspection. Generally speaking, if you can get off to yourself and be introspective and contemplative, then your next move will be clean and clear because you'll have straightened and gotten yourself back in alignment. There seems to be someone here who's offering a cup of love, either you to someone or them to you, and there's a tendency to be looking back at the past, and there's not an acknowledgement of this for whatever reason. And I feel like this Ace of Pentacles, if you look at there's an offer here. It could be an offer of stability, of relationship. Yes, it's not the Ace of Cups, but it is. It's the beginning of something very concrete is happening there. So let's see what's on. You have the Nine of Cups here. That's a symbol of your wishes fulfillment. It seems to be something that you can't really talk about. Let's clarify the six. Wow, here's the Emperor again. The Six of Swords, clarifying the Six of Swords for Virgo. Clarifying the Six of Swords. Clarifying the Six of Swords. Okay. Wow, that's a lot. But so we have the Hierophant. Wow, you've got some strong cards coming out here. The Hierophant, the King of Pentacles, there you are, Virgo, the Page of Wands, and the Emperor. Okay, and this is clarifying the Six of Swords. So I feel as though there's someone in your midst here, because you have the Emperor twice. And so if this isn't you, then it's someone representative. Perhaps this is a Capricorn or Taurus, because you have the card of Taurus here as well. But there's something here about traditional values, and this Emperor is man, this Emperor is just immovable. Just solid as a rock. Now, the Emperor has some control issues, we'll say. They have some control issues, but really what's behind the Emperor is they're trying to create stability for all, not just themselves, but they create the foundation. They're very, very good with creating foundation. But they tend to be, on their shadow side, they're a lot more controlling than the average person because they're trying to get all the pieces and parts in place, and they think that their way is the only way. And I don't mean that against any emperors in the world, but that is the kind of the shadow side of the Emperor. The beauty of it is that it does create a lot of real strong stability. So you have two cards here. These are very masculine cards, but it can be feminine, and it is the King of Pentacles and the Emperor. So I just want to give you a sense of the weight of those two. And I'm immediately saying, you need something lighter. You need to lighten up. If you've come from a place where you've been, or you are in a place where you're involved with someone, an Emperor who has those shadow traits that are really dominant in their personality, the key here is to move away from them and to clear your energy because they're stuck in you, is what I'm getting very clearly. That's from this, from the passage of the Oracle cards here. Their energy is kind of wrapped up inside, and it's got a hold on you, and wow, I'm just really getting that message clearly. It's got a hold on you, and it's really vital that you clear that up and recognize where the boundaries are again. This may have been, or it may be inside of a marriage. Do you have the Hierophant, just the one time the Hierophant so far? This may be from a marriage. You could be married to this person or have been married to this person, but it's really important for you to move away from them energetically to really recalibrate and get your own power back, is what I'm hearing. The Page of Wands has come up. I knew a page was going to come up when I saw that Oracle card, Earth School. And this is beckoning you to follow. If you have a lead on something that you are interested in, a learning endeavor, an activity, something where you can be creative and apply and regain your power back through creative acts. And that can be research, It can be writing a book, or, it can be along those more analytical lines, but it doesn't have to be artistry. But it's just that, it's time to learn and grow is the message that I'm getting very, very clearly. I feel like, I feel like that Emperor with the World card here, that you are, for some of you, this Emperor is someone whom you're very close to, and that relationship or that connection is ending, is what I'm getting clearly. That is ending. There's the Devil card. This is talking about yes, addictive behaviors, obsession, all that kind of stuff. And it seems associated with this heaviness right over here. Yeah, this is a heavy energy, and this is totally about attachment. This is about attachment. Underneath that is the Four of Swords, and that too is about getting a respite, pulling back and getting some healing work done. Internal healing work, or go get a massage, or just get in environments that really soothe you. Yeah, I feel like this is a karmic thing that you're floating around with, and if you can get yourself, Jesus is coming so strong, if you can get yourself in a place where you need to detach to some extent and revisit yourself internally and set up some new boundaries and empower yourself again. And all of that seems like big ticket items if you're deep inside of this. But it is possible. It's absolutely possible. You work at it just one step at a time. And Virgos, you know this pattern very well because you're systematic people, and you get things, you create, just greatness that we all stand on. Because of your more methodical approach to that. And so this is really beckoning you to get detached. This is karmic, it's attachments, and it's something's attached to you. We have our own attachments and our own lower vibrational part of ourselves as well. I'm not saying that this is all just coming from exterior. It is from within us, but one of the first things to do is to get take care of what you can, which is distancing yourself and cleaning it up for yourself, and then you'll find that whatever's left is your own lower vibrational, and taking a class or some sort of course of study will really bring your vibration up, and you will feel like a whole different person. So, okay, better keep going. I don't know how far into it I already am. So let's clarify the Seven of Swords. Clarifying the Seven of Swords. Wow, there it is right there. So, 3 major arcana to clarify this Seven of Swords. You have the Star card, the Magician, and the Chariot. Beautiful. Clarifying the Seven of Swords. Seven of Swords is about deception. It's about trickery, trying to get away with something or getting away with something, but mostly just one word, deception. It can also be about self-deception. So, we have here the Ace of Swords as well, which is talking to me. We have 3 aces on the board here already. So the Ace of Swords talks about cutting through to the truth and a brand new beginning with that truth. There may have been some deception that has occurred in your world. That's, if it's gone, then it's still lingering. It's hard to get over. You are healing from that. That's what the Star card is about. It's about inspiration, but it's also about healing. It's one of the, and you also have the Four of Swords on the bottom of the deck. So this is about healing. So you're either getting this healing now or you're about to, however that looks for you. And you have the Magician here. This is one of your cards as well, Virgo, and it's telling you that you have everything that you need. And once you heal this deception, whether it's external or it's your own self-deception, that you're kidding yourself about something, and you need to move out of it. It's a low vibration feeling. Self-deception, you don't realize that you're deceiving yourself. So it's waking up to that, clearing up the energies of the people that have entangled themselves with you, so that you can find that you can find where you are, and then you'll find your own self-deception, and you'll kind of wake up to it, and you will manifest that. That's what that's saying, that you can do this. And then the Chariot is success. So I think you're going to find that you will emerge from this time or this difficulty, this situation, however it is for you, with a greater sense of truth about who you are and where you need to grow. And yeah, that's, and healing, of course, with the Ace. There are some regrets here with the Five of Cups. There's some regrets, and that could be, that's a low vibrational energy, regret is. I mean, it's good to recognize where you went wrong and where they went, where you think they went wrong, but mostly where what you have an impulsive moment here with the Knight of Swords that you may still be regretting to this day. And that's, that's a really low vibrational, you just need to heal that and move on. You need to accept what you cannot change, is what I'm hearing. So, let me tell you the players here. We have Aries figuring prominently here. We have Aries 3 times, 4 times actually with the Magician, because you share that with Aries. You have the Magician 4 times. Very strong Aries. Or sorry, you have Aries 4 times. You have Taurus. Any of the earth signs, I feel like that's you. You have Virgo, you're here again. There was another player here. Who was it? Oh, the Chariot, yes. Oh, you have Aquarius and you have Cancer. So if that's meaningful to you, you have the Two of Swords underneath here, unless that was from a partial shuffle. Let's move to the Eight of Pentacles in the reverse. Clarifying the Eight of Pentacles. Wow. Clarifying the Eight of Pentacles. Clarifying the Eight of, there we go. So we have the Queen of Pentacles, the Wheel of Fortune, and the Ace of Wands. Beautiful. Clarifying the Eight of Pentacles that is in reverse. So, Eight of Pentacles, as I say, it can be that you're leaving a job, that you're just not being creative, that you're just kind of stymied and you're not taking much activity for growth. That's what I'm reading here. And I think the Queen of Pentacles is you, Virgo. This is like being really comfortable in your own skin, like at home comfort-wise. Like you've got routines in place that are serving you well to some degree. It could be that there's another Virgo, Capricorn, or Taurus in the mix here, because you do have the card of Taurus here with the Hierophant. Yeah, this is about self-care as well. So taking care of yourself is really important at this time. Taking care of this situation. We have the Wheel of Fortune here, and that is a signal that things are going to shift, especially if you do this kind of work that is being suggested here. I'm going to go back here and talk about the Six of Cups here. The Six of Cups is talking about someone from the past coming up, someone from the past whom you think very fondly of. There's really warm, fuzzy feelings around them. It could be a brother, sister, a friend, whatever, but I think they're instrumental with this Lamb energy, that a message is going to come from them or from someone here that's really going to help to shift things so that the work gets done, so that the the inspiration comes to enter into a study, a course of study, that kind of a thing. And here is the Ace of, the Ace of Wands, which is a passionate new start. And this can be a passionate love too. And it could be with this friend. It could be, you have the Ace of Wands actually twice. I overlooked that. Different decks, different symbology. But you have the Ace of Wands twice, so that is talking about a passionate new start, either in a course of study or in an actual love relationship. But the wheels are turning in that direction of change and new beginnings, where you're right at the front end of something. So very, very positive. I'm wondering if there's anything else. You have the Ten of Cups and the Nine of Cups here, Virgo, and that spells, this is in your final outcome. I guess I will clarify that. There's the Queen of Swords. That's looking for the truth, same as the Ace of Swords, being very discerning about what it is that you're feeling, thinking, and seeing in how you're seeing your external world. Using your wisdom is where I am there. Nine of Cups. Let's clarify the Nine of Cups. Beautiful. Nine of Cups for Virgo. Whoa, okay, I'll just take this one. Okay. Nine of Cups. Clarifying the Nine of Cups. Okay, there's the Ten of Cups, the Queen of Swords again, the Page of Swords, and the Empress. Beautiful. to clarify your final outcome, which is the Nine of Cups. And the Nine of Cups is wish fulfillment. And you actually have the Ten of Cups anyway in your underlying energy, which means it's coming. You want it. You're desiring that, as we all do with the Ten of Cups, right? But you have the Empress here. That's another card of Taurus, talking about self-care, creativity, all the things that we've talked about in this reading. Beautiful energy there, just like sensual, and it could be that you're entering into a relationship. You're able to be clean and clear for one, certainly if you do this kind of energetic clearing. And here's the message right there. And this could be from an old friend or something. This is the Page of Swords. This is the spy card, but it's also just a message. Usually it's thoughts and speech. So it's a message. Either it can be simple, like a text or an email, something along those lines, something that opens something up. You have the Ten of Cups here, and that's just gonna rejoice you in the same Nine of Cups energy. You have it coming to you, Virgo. It's all there. It's just a question of receiving it. And you can't receive it if you're muddled down with really low vibe energy. And then the Queen of Swords, again, she's come up here in this last go around to talk about looking for the truth of, and being discerning about what you're getting into and what you've been through. So beautiful reading, beautiful. Take a class. Take a course of study. That's key. Do this energetic work. So I hope that's helpful, Virgo. If you enjoyed the reading, please do like, share, or subscribe. That's really helpful. And I look forward to seeing you again next time. And until then, take care. Bye.